It's like I'm some sort of mood lighting or something.
Oh,
it is, thank you. It's so bright blue. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. How's the audio balance, by the way? Sound okay? Loud enough? I think it looks loud enough. Let's change the stream title category. Oops. Hello? Can I like sit back a little bit? I'm all the way here. If I set my monitor to invert colors, I'll have nice warm lighting. I'm gonna try and like sit back a little bit. I'll sit back like over here. I've been enjoying Triangle Strategy on the Switch. When I played the demo, things were like really dumb. Like, most of the characters were dumb. I mean, I honestly don't hate the name Triangle Strategy. I mean, it's fine. It's like, whatever. It felt like because there's so many choices, there ended up being a lot of choices and dialogue that was available that was like, let me make this terrible decision. How's Triangle Strategy compared to Fire Emblem? Well, I mean, you know, they're both tile-based tile-based strategy RPGs. Fire Emblem, I felt like you were dealing with much larger army sizes. Yeah, I'd say Final Fantasy Tactics is a bit more of an appropriate comparison. But, I mean, you know, you could take Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem side by side, and I mean, those clearly influenced by each other. So there's clearly, like, they're more alike than they are dissimilar. Well, that's good. I mean, it's good that there's a challenge. Is there difficulty settings or no? There was definitely some political intrigue, Applebud. It's just, from what I saw in the demo, it was like dumb. A Song of Ice and Fire. Are you playing Have a Good Death Day? Not planning on it. Sorry. I'm planning on playing Final Fantasy Origins Strangers of Paradise. It's my current plan. Sorry. I don't even know what is Have a Good Death Day. What the hell is that? I don't know. Maybe I'll look at it and be like, that's my favorite game ever. Have a good death. Have a nice death? Is that the game? 2D action roguelike where you play as overworked death. It looks cute. Looks visually somewhat inspired by Hollow Knight. So, I mean, I guess that's cool. No more Elden Ring. We finished it on stream. roguelikes are cool. Yeah, I mean, I liked Elden Ring. I don't. Unless I'm planning to do like a challenge run, like a level 10 run, or deathless, or I don't know about hitless in that game, or a speed run. I'm just not sure that I want to stream it. So, Vicisium, all I'll say is like, usually at most of the big name conferences now, well, big event conferences like game show awards and stuff like that, there's like a lot of announcements, but it's like almost so many that it's difficult to get excited for any one thing. And a lot of times it feels a little bit like trash. Usually because they invite Ubisoft. I don't know. I guess we'll see what the state of play does. I'm excited because they said they're planning a lot of Japanese developed games. I'm thinking we're going to see something on PSVR 2. I think we're going to see something on maybe their new subscription tiers for PS Plus. They might be doing like a Game Pass thing. At least that's the rumors. You know, I think they're going to show a little bit of Final Fantasy 16. Obviously, I think it makes sense to show like the launch trailer for Final Fantasy Origins. Hope Ubisoft changes for the better one day. I mean, if they're making money. Oh, they said no PSVR 2 talk? I mean, that's fair. Maybe they would do like a special conference just for that. Rise for PS4? That is not going to happen, friend. I'm sorry. I really doubt it. Yeah, there was like some Ubisoft devs that were like saying how bad like the Elden Ring UI was. Problem being is like Elden Ring is meant to be like obscure and like strange and a little difficult. So if anything, not putting everything up in your face is like literally part of the game design. No, Elon Strife, I don't think they're going to announce World 2. They want to get through Sunbreak first. It'd be crazy if they did. They charge for the Stone Sword keys? Certainly they might charge for unlocking the other starting classes. I mean, it could have been the devs for Forbidden West. I forget, yeah. I think they were all in on the conversation. And then they deleted the tweets. My only complaint about the Elden Ring UI, and it's a very minor one, is clearing waypoints. I'm worried that if I clear waypoints, it'll clear all of my little tags on the map, and I don't want to do that. Is Monster World set for a sequel? It's not going to get another expansion, Wondermall. It's going to get a sequel after Sunbreak is released.
Hello, viewers. I am Ivy the android. I'd like to share today's dinosaur forecast. A dinosaur outbreak will soon occur.
What?
Residents in the affected area have been evacuated, and a team of
Excuse, it's not Dino Crisis.
A vortex warning has been issued.
You came just in time,
Please
Nina.
remain indoors.
There's no way. Anthem 2? Why? Those are very similar to... Oh my god. Is this Pragmata? Is this what Pragmata became?
I'm making sense of this situation.
You've been living fighting the kids records for 2 years.
All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot.
This is not Dragman.
IBS's latest dinosaur forecasts and exosuit technology were able to keep human casualties to 0.
That is amazing.
Exosuit development.
This is
proceeding
ridiculous.
Under the guidance of the next gen AI, Leviathan.
I love it.
Meanwhile, IBS continues to recruit candidates to become new exo fighters.
Why are they just launching hordes of Velociprey at you? This is a Capcom game, Enigma. It absolutely looks like the sort of game that's going to get a season pass, but that's fine. This came out of nowhere. Exo Primal, there's been like nothing I've heard about this game at all.
Another exo fighter recruit, right? Welcome to IBS.
2023? Oh, you think that's going to be PlayStation exclusive timed?
Play
Or?
returns with more announcements and updates for your favorite games.
Interesting.
We just saw the debut of Exo Primal, a brand new IP from Capcom. It hits PS4 and PS5 next year. Next up, let's get some eye-popping updates.
PS4 is interesting, right? That they're still going back to base PS4 compatibility. I mean, yeah, Dino Crisis is definitely more survival horror. I mean, look, I'm optimistic about it. Audio a little quiet. I can boost it a little bit for you. Hey, you might be able to get a PS5 in 2023. I feel like this game has gone through so many redevelopment cycles. I hope it's okay. No, this is a studio, I think, that is housed under Bethesda Wonderland. As weird as that sounds. I think it was at one point. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, see, there it is. Bethesda ZeniMax at the bottom right down there. Yeah! It's my guys. Wow, this game's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm so happy. Actually more excited for that.
Later today, visit PlayStation Store to download a new demo for Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. Now, let's jump into the world of Forspoken with some all-new gameplay.
Yeah, more excited for that than I was for Elden Ring. Download demo?
It is quite beautiful.
I'll have to take some time and download it on the sex box.
Yeah, in everything here wants to kill you kind of way.
It's really as much a Final Fantasy game as it is a Neo game, though. I heard this got delayed by like 6 months. I'm glad they're showing more gameplay this time. Can you still make, like, after Elden Ring, the pressure on open world games is so hard now. The magic does look good. Ooh, the bitrate does not like this.
Let's finish this.
Oh my god. You don't think Elden Ring didn't raise it from Breath of the Wild? It put actual things in the open world. That is a debate. Oh my god.
That was a new
That is
look
not
at
a
the
good
sprawling PS5 adventure Forspoken from Luminous Productions. Let's check out some 6v6
I will
action
agree
in
that
Gundam
Elden
Evolution,
Ring got
a fast-paced
built
multiplayer shooter
on
coming to PS4
what
and PS5 later
Breath of the
this
Wild
year.
did. I'll give you that all day long. Breath of the Wild does environmental interaction better? Agreed. And Elden Ring does not have that. However, Elden Ring has like way more enjoyable boss fights and things to find and do. So like, I won't say, you know, they are mutually exclusive in what they excel at. But if I had to pick one game to play, I think I would pick Elden Ring. No, I mean, they shine in different ways. About the same stuff to find. Breath of the Wild, you find a heart container or a weapon that's going to break in 20 minutes. You know, and I agree with you, Facicium. I don't mind that they reused a lot of bosses and enemies from previous games. I do mind that they get reused within the game, just like, you know, this one has this ability, and this one has this ability to a fairly large degree. Now, being a Monster Hunter appreciator, that doesn't really turn me off all that much. But, a little difference would have been nice. It's less varied in rewards, but more varied in activities to find it? Well, certainly. I could make you crawl on your hands and knees for 2 miles to get a hard-boiled egg. Or I could have you unscrew a jar to get a hard-boiled egg. At the end of the day, you're still just getting a hard-boiled egg. This is weird. I mean, I'm glad it exists, but what? Why are we getting a remake of the fight? I didn't even know there was a fighting game. Is it a good hard-boiled egg? It's literally a hard-boiled egg. Alright, this is a cool collection. I like that. I'm okay with that. Konami, thank you for doing something with video games. War of the Monsters, or whatever it is? Battle of the Monsters? Do you crawl on your hands and knees to get the hard-boiled egg? No, but I have to keep the hard-boiled egg clenched between my butt cheeks when I do crawl the 2 miles. To deliver it to you.
Kaiju Brawler Giga Bash comes to PS4 and PS5 later this year.
TMT still popular as the IP is milked for? I
Yes,
think
a fan favorite fighting
stuff
game
still
makes
gets
a
made that
beautiful
kids
and
enjoy.
bizarre return.
Not actual gameplay. Don't care. All right, no, never mind. I do care. I do care. I take it all back. Wait, what? Why is there a butterfly from Persona and JoJo? That's clearly gameplay. What do they mean that's not gameplay? Are we expecting any big hitters? We just got a new Capcom title announced. So they're going all in on, they've had a lot of games released recently that were like brawlers. I don't know if they've released fighters. Where do you guys stand on Hamon versus Stans, by the way? It's well known where I stand. I mean, the models look exactly like the models that they had in the Brawler games. Hamon is trash, how dare you. I am mentally categorizing everyone in Twitch chat based on what the response is, by the way. I liked both is a completely acceptable answer.
Our next two
Stans
games
made you quit JoJo. I almost quit JoJo because of Stans as well. When they're first introduced, they are awful. They get better by the end of season 2. I think I just casually cut his head off. He was already dead. Hamon never got boring. Hamon has this sort of effect of like, I infused a tissue with Hamon, and when you went to blow your nose before you killed me, your head exploded. That's the sort of stuff that you could do with Hamon. Stans definitely have better possibilities. The issue is in the beginning, when they introduced Stans, it always broke down to, I'm going to punch them. Season 4 and onwards, they get better with them. Both is the best possible. Are we into this game right now? Like, what is this? I don't understand. You could literally skip part 1 of part 3 and miss basically nothing. It's just there to establish some of the rules about stance, and that's it. Well, now that I said that, I am almost 100% going to be offered an opportunity to stream that game as a bounty, so... The die has been cast!
Trapped in an endless cycle. Fighting.
This game was okay. We streamed this game a little bit. This is okay.
Always the same.
You're gonna play the Chaos demo? I'm not gonna play it today. I might play it tomorrow.
Astra, I'm not alone. Not anymore.
Oh, multiplayer. That's interesting.
Now I stand before the endless
Actually, I don't think the
tower.
game was the game $70? I thought this was cheaper.
As Sisyphus did, pushing the boulder.
The suits are strange. They're normal humans.
No matter how high I climb, the challenge begins.
Something that I actually really appreciate about this game is the protagonist is literally just like a normal, non-sexualized, middle-aged woman. That's like nearly like
answers.
Revolutionary on its own.
Ascension.
Which is sad that it has to be like that.
My release is within this tower, and I will find it.
I mean, obviously, you know, there's story and stuff and intrigue and drama and stuff in her existence in the game. No spoilers or anything, but... Oh, hey, it's a free update. That's cool.
Housemarque is bringing campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension.
You think they missed out on sales by not making her hot man or woman? I respect and appreciate that. It's almost time to sign off,
but before we do, let's get a first look at 2 brand new games coming from Square Enix.
That's where they went with it. Brand new games from Square Enix.
Is this really what you want?
Interesting. NFT?
You are certain that what
Enix?
we are doing is best for the people of the kingdom? Yes. I suppose it would, in a sense. True.
It almost looked like Babylon's Fall for a second.
It made me wonder. Am I still that same person?
I don't think it's Vagrant Story 2.
The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil.
Is that Evilus?
The continent was ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the Alliance. However, one nation remained unaffected by the chaos. The Kingdom of Alatane. Ward of the August looked destined to have its soil stained with the blood of battle.
Babylon's Fall just came out last week, and like,
we're up against the Empire's main
it's really bad. It's gotten worse reviews than Godfall.
Imperial who comes ashore.
Keep focused.
Come on, everyone!
You know, I like this.
You will die.
I like really semi-real-time, turn-based action. It reminds me a little bit of XCOM Apocalypse.
So then,
I could get into this.
Now?
We're going to retake it.
I think this is a new IP, but dogs are great.
This is our chance while they're all assembled. We should send our best and crush them.
That's right. All the more reason to avoid bloodshed. It also likely means that we're in danger. I suppose it is the only way for us to survive.
Yeah, it's a new IP. It looks interesting. Coming this year. That's okay. At least it looks like it'd be more fun than Babylon's Fall. I mean, when you have to start ripping models and animations wholesale from, like, an MMO because you can't finish development, that's pretty bad.
If the will to fight still lingers within you, then accept my offer.
This is
and join me.
Possibly Valkyrie profile follow-up. That for sure is. Might even be a remake. What's with that Naruto run?
Valkyrie, heed my words. Ragnarok tears our world asunder.
Interesting that they made it an action RPG.
Lies on the brink of annihilation. Become my tool of intervention.
Game looks kind of empty.
And save this world.
I agree. The world design so far has kind of like an interesting spacing. So honestly, Tony Stark, you're kind of right. The gameplay in it might be a little bit similar to Genshin. You know, with her summoning her on higher arm. Behold my noble on higher arm. I forgot how to say that word. On higher arm. Whatever that is.
Your efforts to remain undetected.
I guess she's your main character, and then you summon guys to do attacks.
Reveal
Maybe
yourself.
you switch to them. I don't know.
Who are you?
And higher. It's not on a higher jar. On a higher arc.
That's all for today. We'll see you soon with another State of Play.
I mean, there's still some like hardcore Valkyrie fans out there that are still like holding on to that first game that might pick it up. I mean, you know, I'm generally a fan of action RPGs, but you either have to have really good combat or really good story, and I'm just not sure that it's gonna have either of those. I'm not convinced. You know, I mean, for me, it's always my baseline of whether it can be a good action game or not is whether it literally has hit stop. If it doesn't have hit stop, I don't care. Is that it? That was there. Why end on that game? Why end on that? What wet fart of a game? There was a little bit of gameplay. What are you talking about? There was a little bit of gameplay in the Capcom one. What modern devs avoid hit stop? All of the bad ones. Hit stop is when you hit an enemy with a melee attack and your weapon pauses briefly to help accentuate the impact that you've had on the enemy. And then you get bonus points if occasionally the enemy or monster will also react to you attacking them. The worst gameplay is when your attacks go 100% through a monster, like they're not standing there and they have no reaction to your attacks at all. Yeah, Omnitoad, it's very strange. I have seen a number of comments of there being no gameplay. There was absolutely gameplay in the Capcom thing there. I mean, it wasn't like, 10 minutes playthrough, but you get the idea of what they were doing. It's just not satisfying, right? When you hit an enemy and they don't react in any significant way. Can there be too much hit stop? If you ask me, no.